So you didn't grow up with your dad?
No, I didn't grow up with him until like he just stopped drinking.
Okay.
Cause the drink was the major thing that got him in jail.
I believe in a higher power. There's too much that has happened that can't just be up to chance or circumstance. But I don't follow a specific religion.
What's your name?
Francisco?
How are you?
Yes. Good. How are you? What's your name?
Ty?
Thank you. You go to school or
Yeah, I'm in my last year.
you ready? What are you gonna do when you grow? What are you gonna do when you finish school? What do
I
you
mean,
want?
after school, I'm gonna join the Navy. It's because I'm trying to be a cop.
You're trying to be a cop.
Yeah, and it benefits me more to go into the military and do my 4 years there.
Okay.
How's your day going?
Good. Just had my bar
Oh, yeah?
and feel better. How about you?
Doing all right.
Where you headed to?
To work, actually.
Where do you work?
She's Breakfast Cafe. One of a few jobs.
Few jobs.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
I bartend. I do some landscaping. I cook. Do a little bit of everything.
So what is how's being a child growing up? What are the things? I've got 3 kids, so you got any feedback for parenting for me?
I just now okay, I'm being honest with my dad. It's because I lived with my mom for like 8 years,
Okay.
and I just recently COVID year I moved in with my dad.
Yeah.
And at first it was like an argument thing. Like it took us a long time to actually start like talking, like to get along. Like just recently, like this year, we actually started getting along good, talking more. I started asking for like a real advice. I guess he just gave me good punishment. He gave me great reason for the punishment though. Like he would be like, "Oh, your punishment," but then he would tell me why, explaining and all this stuff. And at first I'll hate it, but then like hours later I'll think like, "Damn, he was right." He was
Yeah.
right. And then I'll go tell him like, "You're right." And he explains to me again, and I just got used to it, got along, and then just understood.
So now you're building a trust.
Yeah, we built more of a trust now.
Nice. So you didn't grow up with your dad?
No, I didn't grow up with him until like recently. I was mostly with my mom.
Yeah. Wow. So how young were you when your dad was out the picture?
I was in like second grade. Now I'm in my last year of
Yeah.
high school, so
Wow.
it was different like most of the time.
Have y'all tried to talk about that? How did he?
We did for the first year. It was like rough. I say it was mostly because it was with all my sisters. There's like 6 of us.
Oh, wow.
And it was like in a small apartment too. And we all had issues. We all thought about something. And I don't know how he did it. It's just the control he has. You know, he doesn't stress. 'Cause I guess I know there's a word for he's already humbled. You know,
Okay.
he's gone to prison. He knows the right and wrongs.
You got kids?
I do. Just one, yeah. Yourself?
I've got 3 girls.
Me and mom aren't together, so
So what's the wisdoms that you hear out there, or what's?
something that I've been living by is just taking it easy and then, never stop believing, you know?
Yeah.
You may be going through something may be hard right now, but you're still here at the age you're at, and you've been through hard things before. You're not going to stop. Just deal with it and trust in the process and trust in what you believe in, and in the end, I think everything works out.
If he's got 100% attention span, you're saying a lot of it, at least 50% goes to the mom and the grandma. How much percent are you thinking you're influencing?
What do you mean?
Just in general, parenting or faith?
At least 50%, but
Okay.
in faith, I have very minimal influence in that. I'm trying to prepare him for life,
Sure.
and to be a model citizen, decent human being, all the little individual things that you're looking for: trustworthy, honest, loyal, helpful, friendly, neighborly, all that good stuff. And then in that aspect, I have a very good influence.
Okay.
But faith is one area that I am lacking in.
Sure.
And that's just because, again, I have a very unique journey that I've gone through in my life, and I'd rather, mom and grandma who's steadfast in what they believe in to do that. He knows that, I'm unique, and I see things a particular way. But he hasn't asked me any questions or anything about it.
Well, they're coming, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it happens.
So how has he turned his life around? What was his source of peace, or how did he turn?
I
Did
guess
he
he
tell
just
you? What is he?
he just stopped drinking.
Okay.
Because the drink was the major thing that got him in jail. And then he
Did
went
he?
up by just working with his brother, like in oil fields.
Yeah.
And then my mom, we decided to go live with our dad after like a couple years because it was like terrible. My mom did not know how to raise us.
So did you feel like you got forgiveness from your dad or from your mom?
Yeah, I mean, I never had a pure anger towards him. And not until I started living with him, I never understood the rules he had, the way he had things living. Because I never had rules at my mom's house. So for him to give me all these rules, it was just all weird. And I don't know how he did it. It's just the control he has, he doesn't stress. Cause I guess I know there's a word for, he's already humbled.
Okay.
He's gone to prison, he knows the right and wrongs.
Do you have a religion that you abide with, or?
I've had a very rocky, tumultuous life. And my journey, I guess, my religious journey or spiritual journey is still ongoing and evolving. I believe in a higher power. There's too much that has happened that can't just be up to chance or circumstance. But I don't follow a specific religion. But yeah, I believe in a higher power. But my journey with who I believe in is very unique, If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah. Has your son asked you any challenging questions?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So who do you expect? Let's just say, I guess you got his mom and his grandma, but how much influence have you?
In that area, very little.
Very little on him?
Yeah. Part of the reason for me seeing things how I see it is just how I was grown up, how I was brought up. For the most part, raised myself.
Yeah.
There's a whole long story there.
So how has he turned his life around? What was his source of peace, or how did he turn?
I guess
Did he tell you? What is he?
He just stopped drinking.
Okay.
Because the drink was the major thing that got him in jail. And then he
Did
went
he?
up by just working with his brother, like in oil fields.
Yeah.
And then my mom, we decided to go live with our dad after like a couple years because it was like terrible.
Yeah.
So he taught us a lot of things. He taught us a lot of Spanish. Because when I was with my mom, I only knew English. That's the only thing I knew. It took me 2 years to finally understand Spanish with him.
Yeah. How he spoke Spanish to you?
Yeah. I'm not great at it, but
So did you feel like you got forgiveness from your dad or from your mom?
yeah, I mean, I never had a pure anger towards him. And not until I started living with him, I never understood the rules he had, the way he had things living. Because I never had rules at my mom's house. So for him to give me all these rules, it was just all weird. But then it took me time to understand. Even though I hated it, he made me read a book when I would get in trouble. And
What book is it? What do you mean? He just said any book he made?
No, it was a specific book. It was like 90 minutes in, I think it was 90 minutes in heaven.
Okay.
And he made me read that book. Of course, I didn't read it for the first 2 weeks, but he forced me to read it until I actually read it. He made me understand the value in life.
So is he 90 minutes in heaven? Does that mean, what faith does your dad believe in?
He just,
Is it?
he's religion. I know he doesn't go to church here. I just don't know how he stays calm with all this stuff. I seen when I've gone out with my friends and their parents look all stressed. I look at my dad, I'm like, damn, sometimes I need to be grateful. I'm like, he's giving me punishments, but these punishments are light compared to what other people are getting.
What do you mean? What are the others getting?
I used to date this one girl, and when I went to her house, it reminded me of my mom. Because when my mom, she treated us she did not teach us anything. So when I went to her house, everything reminded me of my mom. They all yelled, there was no respect. And And my dad, she showed us to do all that stuff. So I was like, dang. When they got punished, it was like bad. I thought mine were bad, just reading a book. They were bad because they were like actually getting like yells back and forth. My dad was just a quick thing. He's like, go to your room and read the book. I want you to understand. I was like, I want to read this book.
He's trying to train you and teach you.
I mean, it's working, yeah. It's worked so far.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. I'm glad you're building a relationship with your dad, and sounds like he's a good dad, and he's guiding you.
Yeah.
Training you.
For the most part, raised myself. If that makes.
Yeah.
There's a whole long story there. I don't go to church because I've had some bad experiences with church.
Sure.
Plus, I believe that church can be
Anywhere.
wherever you want it. It could be right here in in this van.
Sure. I'm a single dad with 3 kids, and they all live with me. Who's gonna guide them? Who's gonna be their solidarity as we are the father figure? You hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Father figure. They look up, regardless of what the women does. We have so much influence in our kids.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what happens if you and I are not around to mold them or guide them? Who are they going to rely on or depend on as their solid foundation, or what is going to be the source of truth?
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're going to be lost, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know my kid's mom always said that same exact thing, is one day I can only do so much. You're going to have to be the one that speaks life to these kids, and your words are going to matter more than... She's like, I've got the superpowers. With great powers comes great responsibilities.
Yeah.
Really? I got those?
Of course you do, Dad.
You could drop me off here and I can just call him.
Well, thank you, man.
Thank you.
I do rides and I ask wisdom from people, so your wisdom is great. I'll share it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one.
You too, man. Hey, keep building your relationship with Dad.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, anyways, I appreciate Ty.
it. Yep.
Oh, no, thanks.
Oh, always.
You mind if I connect with you?
Yeah, sure.
If anything pops in your head, yeah, text me and let me know if there's anything that pops in your head. I'd love to hear your input.
A pleasure speaking with you. Thank you.
Likewise. Take care.